Thank you for calling on me, Barack. I have a different kind of question for you. I'm sure that our Senator Bai, just told you that there are a lot of conservatives in this state. Well, I'm here to tell you that there are a lot of internationalists, too. And I'm one. And you may remember when you were in South Bend, I was able to give you my new book, which is called We Fought the Navy and Won, Guam's Quest for Democracy. Well, I've just come back from Guam. And while I was there, I learned that most of our nuclear submarines are there. And I'm not the admiral. And I can tell you, he doesn't want to use those nuclear weapons any more than I do. In order to avoid that, we're going to have more money for the State Department, more money for diplomacy, and I want to know what you're going to do about visas for students and Iraqi interpreters who can't get them.
Okay. Well, look, you know, everybody, obviously we're spending a lot of time talking about the economy because that's what is really affecting people day to day, but there's no doubt that our foreign policy is going to have to be transformed. It's not just Iraq. It's not just Iraq. I mean, we've got to take a series of steps to strengthen our alliances and restore the respect with which America is held in the world. And that, after 8 years of some disastrous policies, when it comes to nuclear weapons, nothing is more important to our safety long term than making sure that we are reducing the proliferation of nuclear weapons. Nothing is more important. And keeping those weapons out of the hands of terrorists. And that's why I think the United States has to lead. We've got to work with other countries and say we're going to make a commitment to reduce our nuclear stockpiles, and in exchange we are going to put serious pressure on countries like Iran to stop developing nuclear weapons as well. But you know, we've got to lead by example and not just by making threats to other countries. You know, we've got to apply strong sanctions to a country like Iran, but how much stronger position will we be in if we're also negotiating with Russia to help reduce our nuclear stockpiles? And this is something Evan Bayh has been working on diligently, locking down loose nuclear weapons and loose nuclear materials. So that's point number one. Point number two, there are some problems we can't solve by ourselves. Climate change is one of them. And so working with other countries to solve these big international problems, again, we've got to lead by example. If we are doing what it takes to reduce our carbon emissions, then we can start getting countries like China and India that are developing to also take steps to cut down the pollution that's causing global warming. But the problem is we just have rejected a lot of these talks and a lot of these negotiations in the past, instead of embracing the opportunity to forge common alliances with these groups. So that's the second thing. Third thing, you mentioned the issue of visas. And you are absolutely right. One of the things that makes America great, look at this audience. We don't look the same, but we feel the same love for our country and the same commitment to a set of values and ideals. And so even as we're fixing the problem of illegal immigration, we should be encouraging the best and the brightest to come and study in the United States, to start businesses in the United States, to help grow the U.S. economy. That's one of our greatest strengths, and it provides us links to every corner of the world. If we take advantage of it, that's truly one of the things that makes America great. But if we're fearful and we're trying to shut off from the world, then we're not going to be able to continue to benefit from this extraordinary diversity that has made this such a beacon of freedom for all the world. Let me just because I want to still call on that young lady because she had her hand up, and I always like to end with the next generation. All right. So, uh-oh, is the mic working? Let's try again. Oh, we need another mic. Quick, emergency.
My name's Natalia. And why did you start running for president?
Did you say what's your name again?
Natalia.
Natalia, that's a pretty name. How old are you, Natalia?
7.
You're 7? I've got a 7-year-old. Her name is Natasha. But she's pretty just like you. And smart. Why did I start running for president? I got hit in the head with a rock. And so when I woke up, I had made my announcement. And then it was too late. No, I'm teasing. I'm running for president because because I've got 2 daughters just like you. One's 7 and one's 10. And they are perfect, just like I'm sure your dad will tell you. Tell me you're perfect. And I think about what kind of America they're growing up in, and what life's going to be like for them 20 years from now, or 30 years from now, when they're raising their own families. And I think about the idea that maybe this country's become more divided instead of more unified. And maybe our economic opportunities have shrunk, so only a few people are able to make it into the middle class, and we've got a lot of people who are just struggling day to day and not able to live out their American dream. And I think about us still being so dependent on foreign energy that our economy is grinding to a halt, and our planet, because we didn't adjust from fossil fuels, has gone up 2 or 3 degrees, and the polar ice caps have melted, and the oceans have gone up, and suddenly our ways of life have changed, and America is no longer what it could be, what it once was. And I say to myself, I don't want that future for my children. I want America to be better, to be stronger, to be more unified, to be more prosperous, to be kinder, to be more tolerant. That's the America I want for my daughters. That's what we're fighting for in this election. I need your help, Elkhart. I need your help, Indiana. Let's go grab that better future for America, you and us together. Thank you, everybody. Bye-bye.
This is my